Hi, and welcome to Saturday Fun Day with Connie. Today, my guest star was supposed to be Kelly with Kelly Creates, but she's going to have to reschedule with me. So she should be coming live with me later this month. Let's see, we have Brenda that joined us. Hi, Brenda. How are you doing? And what are you currently working on? So yeah, anyone that has joined us, please leave a comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. And if you watch on replay, please let me know. Leave a comment, let me know, and I want to welcome y'all too. And feel free to answer any questions we may ask in the comments or in the chat on today's live. Let's see, we also have Teensy and Cindy that joined us. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all currently working on? So, my AC has still been giving issues. It was working fine for a few days, and the other morning I was cold, so I went to try to turn the temperature down to 70 and put the speed on low, which I was very leery about doing so. And sure enough, my instinct was right. So it ended up, after that, couldn't get the buttons to move on the air conditioner. And it wasn't until like around yesterday afternoon. Well, I was like, you know what, let's try resetting the air conditioner again. So Frank went to reset it, and right after it came back up like normal. So it is now cool again in my house because I had a couple of really hot days there. Because I know like Wednesday and Thursday, I was miserable with the heat in this house. It was horrible. But yeah, the sad thing is I do worry that our air conditioner could be going out. But the irony is, like, we didn't reset the air conditioner whenever it acted up the second time. I mean, we tried, like, doing different things like pressing the buttons. And it was funny, me and Frank were both thinking about it, but we never like really voiced it or actually did it. And I was so relieved yesterday when it came back on normal. I was like, oh, cool air. Let's see, we also have Angie that joined us. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Brenda saying, I'm starting to feel better, not working on anything yet, trying to find a pattern for 7-weight yarn. Yeah, that does remind me. Monday is my live where I'll be talking about number 7 weighted yarn. And I have hardly gotten any pictures. I've actually gotten one so far. And I have 2 other people that say they plan to send me some pictures. So if any of y'all have made anything using number 7 weighted yarn, please, I'm begging y'all here, send y'all pictures into me for that. Because I always like having pictures to show of y'all makes for the different yarn weights, and it also gives ideas to others too. But yeah, but I kind of had that feeling I wouldn't get a lot of pictures. From the feedback I've gotten, most people haven't used number 7 weighted yarn. But anywho, let's see. And I also hope you start to feel better soon, Brenda. I know we were talking earlier this morning, and you were telling me how you haven't been feeling good. And let's see. Teensy says she's working on an Afghan with Karen anniversary cake. Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. I love the cake yarns, and especially Karen cake. And let's see. Cindy's still working on Bag O' Day's Killer Queen Bee shawl. Still have about a third of a cotton king cake to go. Probably won't use all, but would love. I'm getting tongue tied. But would like some of the dark purple in it. Ooh, yeah. Those cotton king cakes are so beautiful, and of course, Bag O' Day always makes beautiful patterns. I don't think there's a pattern that you don't like from her. But speaking of which, because I believe that shawl has the bobble stitch in it. Um, if y'all haven't noticed, Wednesday I did a tutorial on the bobble stitch. So if y'all haven't done the bobble stitch yet, that might be a stitch y'all want to check out. Or if y'all want to learn that stitch, I now have a tutorial for it. Um, I didn't that tutorial posted late Wednesday night. It was after 10 o'clock my time before it was uploaded. That tutorial, I had a lot of trouble. I would keep messing up. I had to refilm so many times. What I thought would take me a couple of hours. I mean, it took me like 5 hours, I think. I don't know. Like one thing too, like I always find whenever I film tutorials, I'm at an awkward, like my angle's awkward, and it's harder for me to work my stitches. And then I'll find my hands shake. So it's like I'm a lot slower being able to do my stitches in a tutorial than I am when I'm just sitting down regularly to crochet. Let's see. We have Michelle that joined us. Hi, Michelle. How are you today and what are you working on? And she finished her Wild and Free top last night. Ooh, awesome. Send me a picture so I can show it on the next finished projects video. And I'd love to see it. Let's see. Cindy says Lion Brand has jumbo weight 7 patterns. I just searched DuckDuckGo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some searching tomorrow. I haven't started looking for the patterns. So, if y'all know of any good sites to find patterns for 7 weighted yarn, please let me know. I was talking to Stephanie with Life and Stitches this morning too, and she brought up a channel that has a lot. So I'm going to be checking that out for some ideas to share with y'all. And I'll be telling y'all about that channel on that live too. Let's see. We also have Lisa that joined us. Hi, Lisa. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? All right. So I'm going to get started by telling y'all about some funny things that y'all could do. Now, I do not recommend doing these things, but they're just things to laugh about, okay? The first one is meow every time you receive an email. It could be at the office or even at your home. Like I get an email, I just go meow. And Frank makes me wonder why I'm meowing. Or if you ever go to the aquarium, you could bring a fishing pole to act like you plan to go fishing there. Another thing that you could do, and I think this one is funny and cute, you call somebody only to tell them you can't talk right now. Imagine that you get a phone call and the person's like, hey, how you doing? I just called to let you know I can't talk right now. Bye. Another thing you could do, and I think this is cool, you create some type of random piece of art. I mean, it don't matter what you do, you don't even have to be any form of an artist. And you put it for sale for $1 million. Now, if you get lucky, maybe somebody will actually buy it. Another thing, and I think this is cute, you hire 2 private investigators to investigate each other. Or another fun thing is only speak in song lyrics for a day. But that would also kind of be hard to do it like all day long. But I am thinking that gives me some ideas for Cindy Lou Who, how I like to song serenade her. Make every conversation with her a song. All right. Or another one is put blue Gatorade in a Windex bottle and drink it. But this I really don't recommend doing that at all. And because you got to make sure that bottle would be really, really clean. So, but it would be funny to see somebody making you think that they're drinking Windex when it's Gatorade. Um, Another thing is speak in a made up language. Maybe I should start doing that. Yeah, yeah, no, 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 yeah, Do y'all know what I just said? I don't. All right. Next one is take a stuffed animal to the vet and basically act like, something's really wrong with your stuffed animal and you want treatment on your stuffed animal. And the last one, and I'm just picturing this, and this would be funny. Someone taking a vacuum to their lawn. Instead of a lawnmower, you go outside and vacuum your yard. So I hope y'all thought those were cute and funny. All right, let's see. Let's get back to the chat. We have Zola that joined us. How are you today, and what are you working on? Okay, and Cindy saying Bernat also has 7-weight yarn patterns. So I'm gonna probably go to some of the yarn places, like Lion Brand, Bernat, and see what patterns they have. Let's see. Teensy says, "Oh, her kitty's in her yarn. Binks feels need to help. Aww, kitties are so sweet." It is seeming really dark today. Frank, are you there? Are the lights on over there? I think that's what it is. Sorry. But it's also rainy today, so it's also darker than usual.
It's very dark outside.
Yeah, he just said it's very dark. Yeah, awesome, Cindy, thank you so much for your help. Normally I tend to look on Ravelry. That's usually my go-to for looking for patterns. But sometimes other sites do better. You never know. And I figure it's going to be harder to find patterns for number 7 weighted yarn, which I'll be working on that tomorrow. Oh, we also have Ray and Joni that joined us. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all working on? So, does anyone have any plans for the Labor Day weekend? I don't. Funny thing is, I realized last night that, well, actually, no, it was this morning I realized it. Because my brother's birthday tends to fall on Labor Day. And today's his birthday. So I was like, I'm like, I wonder if today's Labor Day. And then I start looking, I'm like, hold up, no, it's Monday. So I'm going to have to wear my patriotic hat and stuff on Monday for my live. But yeah, curious if y'all have any plans going on. All right. And another thing, I do have some announcements for y'all that I want to talk about. Like I said, if any of y'all have made anything with number 7 weighted yarn, please get y'all pictures to me for my live Monday. Because I have very few pictures so far. Also, the 15th is a finished projects video, and it's every month. So if y'all finish any projects, send y'all pictures in so y'all can have y'all pictures on that video. Also, fall makes, because not this Monday, but the following Monday, I will be getting into fall makes on my Monday lives. So start sharing y'all fall makes pictures to me now, and I'll get them saved for that live. And also, the third Wednesday of this month, um, when we go live, do the Southern Crocheters live, which will be on Barbara's channel. Well, we'll be discussing Halloween makes for that live this month, but we will show pictures of fall makes. So if y'all send pictures of fall makes before that live, I'll include them. I'll send them over to Barbara too, so she can include them on the Southern Crocheters live. Oh, hi Tyler, how are you today? Caught any fish? All right, and like I mentioned too, I do have a new tutorial I put out on the bobble stitch, so go check that out. Tag videos, I've been tagged in I think like 3 different tags, and some of them by multiple people. So hopefully next week I can work on getting those tags done. I think I'm just going to combine all 3 of them in one video. So that's something that I still need to get done. And also pick my giveaway winner, do my new giveaway. I'm kind of behind on things. Like I'm behind on my comments, replying to them on YouTube. Today I did get caught up on my emails. So I'm not behind on that anymore. Also, any channels wanting a shout out, let me know that. And I'll put you down for my next shout out video. Or if y'all know of a channel that could use one, or y'all discover a new channel, bring those to my attention. All right. So one thing I do want to ask all of y'all is, do y'all have any yarny questions that y'all want me to discuss, like on an upcoming video or possibly a live? I think it would more likely do better on a video, because if it's something that needs to be demonstrated, it's, it's easier to show on a video, because on a live it reverses everything, or at least I find. But then maybe we could also do it where we continue the talk on a live too. But if y'all ever have any questions on anything, just let me know. That is an idea that I really would love to do, like when it comes to videos, is, if y'all have yarny questions, it could be crochet, knitting, ask your questions, and, I'll do what I can to answer your questions. And like I said, we can even have discussions on some of these topics in a live too. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead today, kind of reverse the order of things. I'm going to first share with y'all the patterns that I picked today to share with y'all. And then I'll start asking y'all some yarny questions. And at the end, I do plan to do a pattern giveaway. All right, so let me bring up what I have. And this is going to take me a little longer to bring up, because I had to do screenshots, because right now I'm going to share with y'all some video tutorials, because I know not all of y'all can read patterns. So I'm trying to start incorporating sharing some video tutorials with y'all. All right, let's share screen. Hold up. Okay, here it is. All right. This is a cabled pumpkin beanie pattern by BonnieBayCrochet. And I wish I could have gotten a better picture of it to show y'all, where it showed it more up close. But this is a beautiful beanie pattern. I think it's like my favorite one for the pumpkin beanies. It has cables, and y'all know I love cables. And this is one I'm hoping I get around to making this year. But I just think it's beautiful, beautiful. And I do have all the links for these video tutorials in today's live, the description box if y'all are interested. And Bonnie Bay, I love her patterns. I really do. She has a lot of amazing ones. I love the texture that she uses, how she uses a lot of textured stitches. She's so talented. All right, let's move on to the second one. Hi, Maritza. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? All right, I'm pulling up the next pattern. And I think I love this one. This is a crochet pumpkin Garland. And I love the look of the Garland. I think that is so cute. And let me see who the pattern was by again. This one is by Misty Q. But isn't that cute? And I really I know I want to make some fall Garland this year. Are y'all planning to make any fall Garland? All right, moving on to the next one. This is, actually, I'm sorry, I did mess up. The pattern that I just showed you, the Garland, that's by Crazy Cool Crochet. The one I'm fixing to show y'all is by Misty Q. And this is Crochet Autumn Leaves. I'm sorry, I had given y'all the wrong information there. But this one here, this is by Misty Q. And aren't these leaves gorgeous? And I love how they use like different colorings where it's not just one solid color. I love how they did that with, with the yarn. And I think the leaves here, they're just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous leaves. All right. Moving on to the next one. This one is Easy Crochet Fall Autumn Leaf by no other than Crystal with Bag O' Day. So let me get this on the screen. And these are some other beautiful leaves. And I am curious, like how that other one did it in like kind of different shades of colors. I think this could be awesome with kind of that look too. Let's see, we have Ray that joined us. How are you today, Ray? And what are you working on? All right, moving on to the next one. These are going to be some fall leaf coasters. And the pattern is by Sach. And she's one that she has a lot of amazing patterns. And she has a lot of holiday patterns. Let me get this up for y'all. Like I said, some more fun and leaves, and these are for coasters. But yeah, Sara Sach is an amazing designer. So there's those. And next we're going to get into, let me get this open. This is Acorn and Oak Leaf Garland by Jess, Nicole, Handmade. And I love this Garland. And this is the one I'm aiming more towards making this Garland out of the Garland patterns, which I'm about to show y'all. But I love the acorns and those leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? But I think this is the Garland I want to make for my filming area. So, so cute. And like I said, I've really been diving down the fall rabbit hole. And oh, wait till we get to Christmas time. Um, I have a feeling I may do all my Mondays in December to do with Christmas makes. Um, if I don't start a little sooner. But yeah, I mean like Christmas ornaments. I mean, I could probably do one video, one live just on Christmas ornaments. Like I said, I'm ready for the holidays. Let's see. Y'all are saying that they're beautiful. Ray's practicing her knitting, making some cotton washcloths. Let me see if I missed anything. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Joni's making tiny spiders. They are so cute. Aww. And Ray says she has no plans for Labor Day. Cindy says, I am still trying to figure out where I put my extra set of crochet hooks. I know they are here somewhere. Yep. And then what's funny is sometimes they're either right in front of your face or the one place you don't think to look. That should have been like an obvious place to look. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the patterns. This one is Pumpkin Coasters, and this is by Crafty Guild. Oops. Okay. And this is what a picture of these look like. And I think these are some cute coasters. Fall is in the air. Just too cute. Oh, and one thing, I did finish my pumpkin amigurumi last night. So I have that made, and I started on a new fall project, which I'll be showing y'all this on Tuesday. Okay. Now I'm going to show y'all Lacy Autumn Cowl. And this is by Sara Sach also. Like I said, she has a lot of really nice patterns. See how pretty that is? I may have to try to enlarge the pictures next time I do it like this. Like I said, I've never shared video tutorials, so I was taking screenshots so y'all could see what the pattern looked like. But I am going to have to work on trying to get it bigger for y'all. And I think I'm going to try to make sure I screenshot it where it also shows the title and, the channel that it's from. That way it's easier for me when I pull it up to know what the pattern's called and who made it. All right. So let's get to the next one. And this is the last one out of the video patterns. This is a popcorn stitch crochet pumpkin by the Southern Girl Can. And I think this is a cute pumpkin. I love the textured stitches. So cute. So that's the last for the video tutorials. Okay. And now I have a couple of other patterns. One's a crochet and one's a knit pattern I'll be sharing. And these are written patterns. I think I found them both off of Ravelry. So let me get this pulled up for y'all. Okay. Okay, this one is a free knitting pattern. It's called Autumn Acorns and Oak Leaves by Amanda Berry. And I think this is so pretty. I mean, you could do like Garland with it. Maybe just do like appliques on something, maybe. But I don't know, it'd be a little trickier since the acorns are stuffed. But I do think it's too cute. All right. And the next one is a crochet pattern, and it is free. And all the patterns today are free patterns. This is called Pumpkin Cloths by Heidi Yates. And I do want to point out there is a paid version for this pattern. If you click buy it now, it takes you to the paid version, which basically means no ads. And then if you click on visit pattern website, that takes you to the free pattern where you're going to experience ads. But look at how beautiful this is. I really love this. This would make such a cute kitchen decoration. I'm going to have to look up to see if I can find some more like, towel dishcloths type thing. Like with pumpkins or something fall themed. But yeah, those are the patterns I'm sharing with y'all today. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like y'all enjoyed the patterns. Zola saying, I always find the coolest patterns. Thanks for sharing the links with us. You're welcome. And I hope that, I share patterns that y'all enjoy and one thing too, if y'all ever have a request for patterns, send me an email, let me know, and I'll do what I can to find those type of patterns for y'all to share. And really in general, if y'all ever have anything that y'all want me to discuss or talk about, always feel like y'all can, contact me and let me know. Or maybe you have some ideas, maybe to help make things better on my channel or things that I'm not doing yet on my channel that you would like me to do. But yeah. Ooh, congratulations, Mama G. All right, let me write that down so I can try to shout her out on my community page later on today. Let's see, Mama G. Hopefully I don't forget to shout her out today. But I do have it written down. Let's see. Yeah, those acorns are just too cute, Ray. Cindy says my hands cramp up starting a project until it gets bigger. I can't do small items. Now one thing, whenever I was doing my tutorial for the bobble stitch, I kept getting hand cramps, which was another thing that was making it difficult for me. And I haven't gotten the cramps lately, but I think a lot of it had to do with the angle I was at. And that's a stitch that you kind of got to do a lot of steps for one stitch. And one thing with hand cramps too, like some people will recommend like certain types of creams, like, I know like arthritis cream is one. Hand exercises sometimes help. You can look that up like on YouTube for some ideas for hand exercises. Also, I know arthritis gloves is something that I've heard people mention too. Okay, so let's get into some questions. All right. What do y'all watch while you are crocheting and or knitting? For me, I tend to watch. I like to watch a lot of Lifetime type movies. I love me some Lifetime. Sometimes I'll watch YouTube videos. Or some of my favorite shows if I if they're playing or if I hadn't watched it yet. But that's usually I watch a lot of Lifetime movies. I love me Lifetime. Or I also like watching true crime too. Um, True crime is one of my favorite things. Let's see. Cindy says I am doing the bobble stitch and the Bag O' Day Killer Queen bee shawl. Don't bother my hands. Yeah, for some reason it bothered mine. And it's funny, I've done the stitch before and it hasn't bugged me. And let's see, Cindy says I watch YouTube live streams. And Brenda says I have this yarn called Pompadoodle. It's a 7-weight yarn and has a knitting pattern for a rug. Guess I will give it a try. Found a tutorial by Morley Bird how to knit the rug. Ooh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to be having fun trying to find patterns for the number 7 weighted yarn and like I said, hopefully I get some more pictures. I mean, I know I'll have a couple. And yeah, that's what I'll be working on. Oh yeah, and another thing too, tomorrow I will be going live over on Heather's Country Crochets channel at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be live on her channel. Ray says I watch my kids or have YouTube on. Joni says I love crocheting to music and audiobooks, but I do enjoy a good binge fest every once in a while. Yeah, that's usually when I binge watch TV too. It's whenever I crochet and knit. Ray says mostly I like listening to music. Yeah, they usually like music I tend to like more whenever I'm doing housework. Um, but usually whenever I'm crochet knitting, it's TV time. All right, let's see. The next question I have for y'all is what do y'all like to drink while y'all crocheting and knitting? For me, it's usually water. In the morning, it tends to be coffee. Um, those are the two main things that I drink. Now, sometimes I will add drink mix to my water. Zola's saying she don't remember the bobble stitch and the queen bee shawl. Yeah, and what's funny is I didn't realize it had it in it either. And all of a sudden, I looked at a picture of it. I'm like, is that the bobble stitch? And it's like, and I'm, it's like, yep. And Ray says tea or coffee is what she drinks. Cindy says coffee or water. Zola says water. Yeah. Water seems to be popular and coffee. Now, back in the day, it would have been soda. I used to love my soda, but I gave that up like 7 years ago. Haven't drank it since. Let's see. Give it some more time for y'all to answer the last couple of questions. But yeah, but like I said, if y'all have any questions or anything, or topics y'all want me to cover, you know, let me know that. I want to do things to be able to try to help y'all and things that y'all will enjoy. Let's see, we have Gloria that joined us. Hi, Gloria. How are you? And what are you working on? All right. And the question I had just asked, well, I'll let you know the last two questions. I had asked, what do you like to watch while you're crocheting or knitting? And the other question I asked is, what do you like to drink while you're crocheting or knitting? Okay. And I'm also curious, what has been the most fun type of project that you have made when it comes to crochet and knitting? Um, for me, I find, I always like making like fun holiday makes or, like fun beanies. I don't per se like have a specific favorite, but like those, and y'all know I love making my alien amigurumis and gnomes. So those tend to be the projects that I find that have been the most fun for me to make. Let's see. Gloria says she's doing good. I'm doing good, Gloria. She's saying nothing yet. Just got home from grocery shopping. Ooh. So did the prices go up yet again on groceries? And I'm telling y'all, like you go to the grocery store and one week, like say something cost $1. You go back next week and it's now $2. But yeah, let me know what is some of the most fun projects that you have made. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Ray saying beanies for bravery is the next thing on my list. Nisi was talking about it today. Oh yeah, I love fun beanies. And if you haven't seen like beanies that I've made for the holidays from last year, wait wait till the holiday time. I'm going to be wearing them again. And I'm hoping to get some new ones made too, especially crochet because I have a lot bookmarked. It just depends on what other makes I'm making and how much time, because I also want to do like amigurumi stuff this year for the holidays. Y'all know I'm going to be making some amigurumi gnomes. um but yeah, now knitting, when it comes to holiday beanies, I've made pretty much most of the patterns that I found for knitting. That's where I kind of started running out of things to knit for the holidays, and that's where I kept seeing crochet patterns, and that kind of like fueled my desire to really learn how to crochet, because it wasn't long after that whenever I started finally learning crochet. All right. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right. Let's see. Have you learned anything new when it comes to crochet or knitting recently? Actually, I learned something new last night. I learned how to do the bean stitch. Um, the pattern that I'm working on that I started last night, it has that stitch in it, and it's very similar to the bobble stitch. It's not quite like the bobble stitch, but you do that where, well, I did see a tutorial that only showed you like 6 stitches on the loop, but with this pattern you have 8 stitches on the loop. So I guess the amount of stitches on the loop vary, based on patterns. But but you do that same thing where you got to pull through all those loops on the hook at the end. But this one really, really, it starts off where you go through the stitch, then you yarn over, then you pull through the base stitch, then you yarn over, pull through, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and you do that until you get 8 on the hook. But yeah, I learned something new. Yay! So yeah, I want to know, what have y'all learned new? Joni says, when I finally felt confident to freehand, I absolutely love making dollies and rug-sized dollies. It's fun figuring out what stitches, and after, I'm so proud of how it turns out. Ooh, awesome. Um, See, that's one thing that like kind of got me more where I started designing some of my own knit beanies, because I ran out of like holiday type patterns and stuff, and I'm like, let's see, can I do something with this? And I love color work, which that's one thing I'm hoping I can make time for, is to design some new holiday beanies. But we'll see how things go. Ray says, how to knit, period. um have you tried any tutorials yet, Ray? I learned from Expression Fibers. um Shandi, that's how I learned how to knit. Then I started learning more um with Morley Bird. I would find a pattern and I would do her tutorials. So I kind of learned stitches a lot of times that way, like some of the other little stitches. And I learned how to read patterns from Morley Bird. Um, Now I do have some knitting tutorials on my channel too. It's in my knitting tutorial playlist. But I mean, if as you get more into trying to learn knitting, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. Joni says, I don't think I've ever had an ugly doily, but I have had plenty of other ugly things. I'm sure it was beautiful, Joni. Brenda says, I'm learning to knit with this Pompadoodle yarn. Wish me luck. Good luck. And same thing, Brenda. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. And Ray says she made slippers with a pattern from Erin at Crafting Kitty. Ooh, sweet. Yeah, I tried to make slippers one time. Let me see if I can find the picture of that to share with y'all. They were a little too big. Let's see. I know I saw this picture recently, so hopefully I can find it. But another thing I did was where I boo-booed with them. I put the one of the appliques with the flowers on the wrong side of the foot. Where did I put that at? And I know I saw this real recent. You know what? I may have been on Facebook that I saw it. Let me see if I can pull it up from there. Give me just a minute, y'all. And if it is, I should be able to find it easily. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I should be able to pull it up now. And I know I do not have pretty feet. I'm getting there. Okay, here it is. But you see how I have the flowers like on the wrong side of one of the slippers? But yeah, that was my attempt. And these are knit gloves here. But you can also tell they're a little too big too. Okay, let's see. We have Miguel that joined us. Hi, Miguel. How are you doing? And what have you been working on? Let's see. Oh, it's all good, Zola. Yeah, I know. Like sometimes people are working on other things or lurking in the background. Um, and today is one of those days that it's a slower live. But more than likely, a lot of people will watch on replay. So let's see. But I do want to know what you're cooking, Zola. Ray wants to know too. Let's see. Oh, Miguel. Miguel's saying it's 100 degrees there. Yeah, that Texas heat. Texas is hot. See, here lately, we've been getting rain basically, really, I think every day, at least some rain. Um, but it's saying it's 81 degrees here. Oh, thank you so much, Ray. Thank you for the super chat. I so appreciate that. Hold up 1 minute. I don't know what I just hit. Okay. For some reason, I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to pull up my video. Okay. I'm ready now. Y'all know what time it is. It's Biscuit.
Hi, everyone. This is the Biscuit. Thank you for sending Connie a super chat.
And thank you again for the super chat, Ray. And let's see. Miguel has a giveaway going on until tomorrow night, US only due to postage. So yeah, if y'all haven't checked out his giveaway, go check it out. Zola says my mom wants lasagna. Ooh, yummy, yummy. Ray saying I couldn't find the link to your membership. It should be, it's a little button. Like if you go to my channel, there's a button that says join. And that's where you should be able to access it. Let's see, we have Sabrina that joined us. Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Well, Alley Cat, Miguel's asking about my fur babies. Alley Cat has been pretty quiet today. And it seems like anytime like I go around the area she's in, she's got to move on. She don't want to be disturbed today. Now Sophie was like all wanting the attention this morning. She was in total love bug mode with her meowing. she well, really, they're both sweet babies. Now Sophie does have more of a love bug nature to her, but they're being cats. All right, next question I have for everybody is, what crochet stitch do you not like? You know, what crochet stitch you find gives you more trouble doing? For me, I would probably go with the Celtic stitch. Because whenever I was trying to do that stitch, I kept having to go back, look at the tutorial, because I found it was like more confusing. And I was doing, I think it was Bonnie Bay Crochets, and she's normally good with tutorials. but I may have to look around trying to find a tutorial that gets me to really get it down, because like I said, I have to look back at constantly, and I still think sometimes I wasn't doing stuff quite right with it. Um Now one that I really want to learn soon is the crocodile stitch, which actually initially I was wanting to do the tutorial that I did Wednesday. I was wanting to do the crocodile stitch, which I thought it would be an easier stitch to kind of get down. But whenever I was watching some tutorials, and I noticed that it's one of these stitches that the people do like their tutorials differently, and it seems like most of it has to do with how many chains you do, or double I think it was double crochet stitches in the spot, where that seems to be the main thing. But I know Bago Day has a tutorial on a project she made with the crocodile stitch, and she did hers like completely different, where she was doing like the V stitch. So I kind of, I want to make sure I have the crocodile stitch down before I do a tutorial on it. Because like you also, it's not worked like a regular stitch. Because you know how normally, you start your row on the right side and then you go over to the left to the final stitch. Well, this one, it's like your different angles turning, and so I really want to like I said, review all that and make sure I got the stitch, and hopefully find out like more background information on it. When it comes to especially how it's done differently. Um, because I really, when I do a tutorial, I try to be as knowledgeable as I can. Because I tend to put some background information to it. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Miguel says Pico. Um, Really, that one, I don't find is, I don't struggle with that one. Um, Now the part that confused me a little bit on the peak, I can't say it right. Peak. You know what I'm talking about. The peacock stitch, or however you say it. Um, is like at that end, exactly where to put your hook. Where I know like Bag O' Day puts hers a little different than like I think what you normally see when it comes to that stitch. Because I know she says she does hers a little different. Um, but I've gotten used to doing that stitch, because I've done quite a few patterns lately that require it. And that is one that I probably will be doing a tutorial on fairly soon. I don't know exactly when. Let's see. Sabrina says, I'm fine. At the moment, nothing on my hooks, but my grandsons are here. Can you say hi to Lincoln? He's curious. Oh, hi, Lincoln. How are you doing today? And let's see. Brenda says crab stitch or reverse single crochet. Yeah, and that's one that I recently learned a little while back. And it's basically the same as a single crochet, but instead of going left to right, you're going right to left. And it's awkward. It's very awkward. um, let's see. Cindy with Lulu's Treasure Trove is here. How are you doing today, or what are you currently working on? And Zola says, hold up a second. Sorry, y'all. Okay, Zola saying bobble stitch or triple crochet. My triple crochet is so loose. Now, bobble stitch, I did a tutorial on Wednesday. So, you might want to check out my tutorial. Maybe that will help you. And if you have any questions, let me know, and, I'll try to see what I can do to explain it better for you. Just send me an email and I'll see what I can do to help you with it. And triple crochet, yeah, it is awkward. Because a lot of times I catch myself, I want to forget to do that second yarn over at the store. And then I'm like, hold up, I forgot that yarn over, go back. Let's see. Ray saying, nope, I'm in my phone, that's why. I'll have to wait until I get on my laptop. Yeah. A lot of times I prefer doing most things on my computer. Because, like, for instance, like emails, a lot of times. Now, I'll read it on my phone, but most of the time I don't respond to it until I'm on my laptop. Not my laptop, my desktop. Because I can actually type. Where I don't like that do on the phone. I want to be able to type. It just is so time consuming, especially if you're writing up a long message, doing it from a phone. Yeah, and in case anyone with YouTube channels don't know this, if you type the word drop in the chat, Nightbot will automatically drop your channel links. And Sabrina saying the crocodile stitch is easy once you learn it. It's like there's a level where it really don't look hard. The only part that I may have, get confused on is the turning. But really, I thought it was more worked up differently. I thought it was going to be like, double crochets with like some type of chain in between, and it worked up different. It's worked differently than what I would have thought it would have been. Yeah, Miguel, anyone that has channels, your links can always be dropped. Like I said, I have Nightbot scheduled where if you type the word drop, it'll automatically drop your channel link. And also too, like if anyone with channels have like giveaways or something going on their channel, y'all can always mention it on my lives. I believe in helping other content creators out, and I try to do my best to do so. And another thing too, you have stuff going on, y'all can let me know, send me an email, and I'll share stuff on my community page. And like channels that need a shout out, I can put y'all in my shout out videos. But a lot of times y'all get the shout out faster on my community page than I aim to do a shout out video like every other week, but it does, I don't always get them done every other week. So sometimes it takes, it might be 3 or 4 weeks before I do a shout out video. All right, Cindy, I hope you have a good day. Okay, I hope you have a good lunch, Miguel, and I hope you have a good day too. Zola says she's never seen the crocodile stitch. Okay, give me a moment and I will try to pull something up where it will show it. Give me just a moment. Okay, this should be good enough to show you what it looks like. Okay. This is what the crocodile stitch looks like. This is on a bonnet. I mean, you can use a stitch for so many different projects. And actually, there's a shawl. Well, hold up, it's a video tutorial. I was going to say I could share it, but I can't really share an actual video while I'm live. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I love the texture of it. But I'm going to try to remember to share that shawl pattern with the crocodile stitch that I really love. I'm trying to make a note so I remember. Okay. Let's see. Sabrina says he got all happy with a big smile and said hi back, and he's fine. He got a kick out of you telling him hi. Aw, that's so cute. Let's see. Let's see. Cindy says the triple crochet fans out. Yeah. Like I said, I do find the triple. I always have to kind of remember, or I don't know if y'all are like me. You get used to doing like one stitch. Like if you've been doing double crochet for a while, and then you get like where it calls for single crochet or half double crochet, and you're still wanting to do double crochets, or vice versa. Oh, Ray finished another washcloth. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, I would love if you sent me a picture so I could share it on my next finished projects video. Ray's taking a bow. Let's see, Ray says, when I get to 500, going to be doing an awesome giveaway with a limited edition CGOA furls hook and of course yarn, like 80 OA. Ooh, congrats. So if y'all haven't checked out Ray yet, go check her out. Yeah. Now, one thing I do advise, like whenever y'all ask for shout outs, it really is best to email me. Like if you mention it in a live, I may overlook the comment by accident, or I may jot it down. And then, my mind moves to different topics while I'm live, where even though I wrote it down, I may not think about it. Where if I have an email, it's like right there in front of my face when I go to respond to my emails, where I can do it like right there. That's why I always say, email me, email me. Ray says, I made a baby mermaid outfit using that stitch for the tail. It was awesome. I love the texture of it. And like there's gloves too that use it. And I think those are so awesome. And I think Brenda Young made some gloves with that stitch one time. I know someone did. And I know I've shared patterns with that stitch with the gloves before. Um, I may try to share a pattern later on today on my community page with the gloves with that stitch. And then also that shawl. And if I don't, remind, if y'all, remind me in case I don't. If you're like, okay, like tomorrow I hadn't posted it, be like, hey, Connie. And Brenda says crocodile stitch is a yarn eater. Yeah, and I find it like the bobble stitch, it can be a yarn eater. A lot of those stitches that's like, multiple things in one stitch tend to be yarn eaters. He's a yarn eater. Zola says, she said that I'm so supportive. Thanks for showing the crocodile stitch. I took a screenshot to look up the crocodile stitch after the live. Very cool stitch, really textured. Aw, thank you for your kind comment. I mean, I try to support people as much as I can. If I can help y'all when it comes to learning things, I really try to do that. And like I said, I do want to do a tutorial coming up on the crocodile stitch. Um, and and sometimes my tutorials may not be the best for people to learn from. Everyone's different with that. My tutorials tend to be longer, um which now some people like that because longer tutorials can be more or typically more thorough. um but some people want like a quick easy tutorial where they for the most part can pick it up easily or know what to do, where they don't need as much explanation. I mean, it just depends on how you learn and all that stuff. um but yeah, and another thing too, I was really hoping that I could have gotten this tutorial done too for y'all this week, which this will probably be the tutorial I plan to do next week, which is a knitting one. I am planning to do a tutorial on how to make one left and make one right. Um, so that's a tutorial I want to do next week. Because I was kind of hoping would have been this week, but I feel like I'm getting behind on too much. And on top of that, you see, tomorrow I go live on Heather's channel, so I won't have, and I need to prepare for Monday's live, so I won't have really time to do that tomorrow, Annie. Ray says, I don't need a shout out, just mentioning it. Mama G, though, does need a shout out for her watch hours, please. Okay, yeah, if you can send me an email too. I did write it in my notebook, but I might like I said, we talk about different things, and by the time the live's over with, I may not remember that I had wrote it down. Let's see. Because sometimes my memory is not what it used to be. It really isn't. Because like today I felt like, like my focus and concentration hasn't been there as good. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like that. And it's sad too because it's like I used to have a very short memory. All right. So let's see. Where are we going to next? Okay. My next question is, how do you crochet into the starting chain? Do y'all crochet into the bump? Do y'all crochet into the stitch, the front part? Or do y'all do the crochet chainless foundation? I normally do it through the bump. That's how I learned. That's how Selena Baca taught it. Now there was one time I did have to do a crochet chainless foundation, and I'm not sure 100% that I definitely did it 100% correctly. But it seemed like everything looked okay on it, and that is something that I know everyone says it's easier doing the chainless. So I do want to try to start doing the chainless down the road. And now I know there's like, I've seen more tutorials and stuff for it. So if I get that down, that's something else I'll probably do a tutorial on. Let's see. Okay, Sabrina, I hope you have a good day. Let's see. Zola says the bump. Cindy does too. Ray loves using foundation stitch. Yeah, because I know like one time, like I think I had done one of my tutorials, and I was going through the bump, and someone that does it like through the front of the stitch was like, "Why do you do it like that?" I'm like, "Well, that's how I learn." But I've discovered, you could do it either way. Um, but I know like that foundation stitch. I know people that learn it, they love it. And really, I find the worst row in crochet is crocheting into the chain. Um, Most of the time, I kind of have to force my hook in that chain. Um, but like I said, I really need to do the foundation one, get that really down. I know Dana with Dana Wonderlust Crochet did a tutorial on it recently. So I'm probably gonna try to check hers out whenever I work on really getting it down. Ray says she hates crocheting into a chain, drives her up the wall. And really, I mean, I find, and even in knitting, I find the first row of knitting is the worst row. And it's like, and then you got to like with knitting, you got to be careful too because you don't want to like let your needles go out too much because you'll get like that bridge. But usually at the end, of the first row, you can fix it. You just give your yarns a good tug at the end to get rid of it, but it makes it a lot harder if it starts doing that while you're trying to stitch. All right. And another thing I wanted to know too, have any of y'all started working on y'all fall makes? And if so, what have y'all started working on? Or are you fixing to? Um, like I said earlier in the live, I did finish my pumpkin amigurumi. And I started on another fall project. And I know I want to make more pumpkins, some gnomes, some garland. Um, I'm going to go crazy over fall makes. So, yeah, let me know. In a little bit, we're going to get into today's giveaway. And I think I'm going to do the giveaway a little different today. Because I know some of y'all don't knit. So I'm going to divide it where I'm going to pick one winner to get all of my crochet patterns, and one which is I have 3 crochet patterns. I don't have many crochet patterns. And then one person to get my knitted patterns. Let's see. Ray says finishing up her fall winter cloak. Ooh, that's probably going to be gorgeous. I love like the cloaks and stuff. Let's see. Zola says I'm stuck on making hats and scarves for Christmas gifts for the family. No fall projects yet. Yeah, the sad thing is I probably should have started on fall makes sooner than what I did. So I would have more time for all of the holiday makes. This is like you got fall, then Halloween, which I'm really excited about Halloween makes too. Because there's even more for Halloween than fall. Then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. I'm ready, y'all. In case y'all couldn't tell. Okay. All right. So I guess we're get started on the giveaway. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what keyword I want to use. Why is it always so hard to think of keywords? All right, I know what I'm gonna do for this one. Okay, this is for my crochet patterns. Type gator in the comments if you want to be entered for my crochet patterns, and this is open worldwide. I'll just be sending a PDF file. So as long as y'all have email, y'all can enter. Oh, we have us, Sawaro and Angelus that just joined us. How are y'all doing today? We're towards the end of today's live. We have about 9 more minutes. I hope y'all decide to catch the replay. But I am doing a giveaway right now for my crochet patterns. So if you're interested, type the word gator, Gator, like alligator. Gator is the keyword. Let me pull up the screen. I'm going to type the word in the comments. Make sure. But if I come up, I'll just repick. But let's see. Sawaro says, just finished a knitted cowl for a friend. I'm starting on a crochet cowl for her to use to hide her neck brace. Aw. Well, I hope she recovers soon. Hopefully nothing's that serious with her neck. And like I said, this is for the crochet patterns. Gator. Chomp, chomp. Yeah. Oh, one thing I do want to mention to y'all, in case y'all aren't aware of this, my lives on Thursday, my Coffee with Connie lives, they are now at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I pushed them back an hour due to Frank's home health schedule. All right, we're going to give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. All right. Let's see who the lucky winner is going to be. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations. Cindy is the winner of my crochet patterns. And let me put my email address up. But I know she has my email. But yeah, email me at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. And my email is also in the description box of my videos and on my about page. But I know we just emailed each other today, so she should definitely have my email. So congratulations, Cindy. All right, now we are going to do a giveaway for just my knitted patterns. So let me get this. Okay. Frank, do you have an idea for the keyword?
Do autumn, fall, winter.
He says autumn.
Or rain, sunshine.
Okay, let's make it rain. We're going to make the keyword rain. So, if you want to win all of my knitted patterns, This is just for knitted patterns. Type the word rain in the comments and let's start now. And this is open worldwide. Now, see, Tammy joined us. How are you doing today, Tammy? And what are you currently working on? And we're at the tail end of today's live, but I am glad that you joined us, and I would love it if you're able to watch the replay. Okay. Yeah. So let's see who the lucky winner is going to be for this one. Yeah, I decided to split it up because I know like not everybody knits. So I figured that would be a better way to do it instead of like sending patterns, like if someone doesn't knit and they win like all my patterns, then they would get like patterns that they wouldn't use. Oh, and speaking of my patterns, I think it's the 7th, the last day to enter my pattern bundle giveaway, where I'll be picking 3 winners to win all of my patterns. So if y'all want my patterns and y'all don't win today, y'all got a lot of chances there to win too. Okay, we'll give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Okay. Let's see who the winner is. Good luck, everyone. Oh, congratulations. Tammy Woods is the winner. She came in just the nick of time. All right, Tammy, congratulations. And I need you to email me at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. My email's on the screen here. It's also in the description box of all my videos. The only place you won't find it is on my Mondays live. I don't have room in the description box to put my personal information. It has too many links for patterns. But yeah, send me an email, and it's also in the description box. Another description box, the about page, too, on my channel. But yeah, congratulations, Tammy. Woohoo! All right, let me get this part down. Okay. But yeah, especially like on my Saturday lives, if y'all want to win my patterns, that's like the best time to, because I usually do some form of a pattern giveaway every Saturday. So if you come around enough, one day you should get lucky and win a pattern. But yeah, what did I want to say? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Joni says I don't have a printer, so PDF does me no good. You know what I do? Because I'm out of ink on my printer. I usually open the pattern on my phone and do it from there. I know like it takes a while to adjust. But like now I'm used to doing it that way. And there are also programs like Knit Companion, which I still haven't figured out how to use it. I haven't taken the time to really learn. But that is something too you might want to look into. And it's not just for knitted patterns. It's you can do crochet patterns from there too. But I feel like I'm forgetting to tell y'all something. And Cindy says you can always handwrite it out. And I do that sometimes too, especially with knit patterns. Because sometimes I like to break it up a certain way so it kind of stands out more than when it's just on the screen or on paper. Um, let's see. Joni says I end up writing them down, but that's hard when it's a long one. Yeah, that is so. But like I said, that's kind of what I do because, like I said, especially like the lace shawl patterns, I tend to write those out like whenever I get on a row, and usually one row takes a long time, so it's not like I feel like I'm like constantly writing stuff out. Yeah, y'all. If y'all can, please help Mama G out. She's trying to get her watch hours, and I know there was something I wanted to say. It drives me crazy when I do that. It's like I'll get a thought and then I'll lose it. And let's see, Laura Lee says, she just stopped in. Yeah, I'm fixing to wrap up, Laura Lee. But I'm glad you stopped by. And I hope you enjoy the replay. But yeah, and that is another idea. Sororo has a good idea. Go to the library and you could print patterns. I wasn't even thinking about that. But that's what's so amazing, especially with lives. Sometimes someone will bring up an amazing idea, like, everyone else has never thought about something. Then one person says something and it's like, oh, that's a good idea. Tammy says, I just had surgery yesterday, so I will have a new pattern to play with. I hope you recover from your surgery soon, and I hope all's going well with that. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap things up because I can't think of what I was gonna say. But yeah, I hope y'all all have a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light. Go alien invade Granny D. She should be live now. And I hope y'all all have oh no. Oh, I messed up my ending. Anywho, y'all have a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light and bye.